Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the Dray Way. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, we got, I would say a few things are on the news, wouldn't you? Yeah, we got a good show for you today. I'm glad you're here. Pull up the chair, grab your sandwich, your bowl of cereal, whatever you got going on, because I got a pretty good show for you today. So instead of me talking, let's go! Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. We have to talk. We have no choice. We have to talk about what's going on in LA. And the only reason it's going on in LA is, because they don't have the guts to do it in Texas. Because there are illegals all over Texas. I mean, everywhere. And they're not hard to find at all. How do you think houses are getting built? How do you think anything's getting built in Texas? Anything. How do you think any of the oil rigs, how do you think they're working? How do you think any farms are doing in Texas? How do you think they're doing anything? They have illegal workers, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And so what is ICE doing in Texas? Nothing. Zero. Zip. I haven't even heard of ICE being in Texas. Have you? But they're all over California. Isn't that interesting? I wonder why they would be all over California, but right in Texas, they're everywhere. Oh my God, you cannot turn around without there being someone undocumented. They are literally everywhere. But no. They're in California. And now the president, and this is something that's just not done. In fact, I don't think in the last, 100 years it's ever been done. But, it's just not done where you call out the National Guard and the governor says, I don't want this. And the president says, I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, that's not a thing. Not in the last 100 years anyway, it's not a thing. But again, this is an administration that just doesn't care. Doesn't care about what is considered normal or safe. I mean, you got Pete Hegseth, the leader of the Pentagon, saying, we'll bring in the Marines. To do what? You'll bring in the Marines to do what? You think Marines are going to shoot civilians? Is that what you think? You think they're going to start attacking our citizens? Is that what you think? So what do you mean you'll bring in the Marines? The Marines to do what? What are you talking about? Do you know how dumb you sound? We're talking about people's lives here. Many of them American lives. And you want to escalate this. You want to make this worse. Did you ever think that maybe the system that you're using is the problem? Did you ever think that just having masks on and grabbing people off of streets is maybe not the most effective way to be doing this? And why are you wearing masks? I thought you guys didn't like those. Now all of a sudden, when you're doing disgusting work, now you want a mask. Oh yeah, I see. When you're a Republican and you're doing something so disgusting that even you can't stand it, then you want to wear a mask. Yeah. And just so we're clear on the record, I have said this over and over and over again. But Americans, you need to listen. You're getting what you voted for. You're getting chaos and destructive, horrific behavior because that is what Republicans do. And you can go back as far as you want, because I remember Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon was such an awful piece of shit. He was such a horrible Republican that they threw him out of office. They said, you got to go now. We can't wait. We can't wait. You have to leave right now. You are that bad. You are that corrupt. You are that big of a criminal. You are that big of a racist that you just got to go. So they literally tossed him out of office. and brought in a Democrat. Yeah, a Democrat. But in true American fashion, yeah, we don't like the Democrat enough, so we'll bring back in a Republican. Yeah, that Republican was Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan and his administration, probably the most corrupt ever. I mean, take a look at how many people in his administration were indicted. Take a look, because they were so criminal, just flat criminals. Didn't care about the law, didn't care what judges said, didn't care about what the legislature, didn't care what anyone said. They did whatever they wanted to do. Yeah. And then so to clean up that mess, what did we do? We put in a Democrat. Yeah, Bill Clinton. And Bill Clinton was amazing. And when you look back on his presidency and the economic boom and the feeling of America and how it was doing and how it was just kicking butt and taking names, we were doing spectacular. But did we vote his vice president in? No. We voted in some complete, utter moron named Bush. George Bush, who didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He was dumb as dirt. And never mind that we just had 8 years of complete awesomeness. You go back and look at the numbers, you're like, how did they... Americans always, it doesn't matter how good Democrats do, for some dumb reason, Americans go, well, Republicans, I guess, could do better. This isn't, my life's not perfect, so let's put Republicans in. And so after they put Bush in, Bush literally burned the United States to the ground. We literally completely collapsed. It was economic doomsville. And who had to save us for the next 8 years? Obama put us back on the path and did extremely well. But once again, what did Americans do? Did they put Hillary in office? No. They put someone completely unqualified, never been in government, had no idea how government works. And because of that, once again, completely destroyed the economy, and hundreds of thousands of Americans died because he was a complete idiot. Yeah. And we put an old man back into office to straighten things up again. But did we take his candidate and put her in now that things were straightened up? No. We went back to the idiot again. We keep going back to Republican morons. And after 5 decades, I have to admit, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm physically tired of watching the United States go backwards and put Republicans in office because they're just awful, terrible, don't know what they're doing. And a perfect example is we're 5 months into this presidency. We've achieved nothing. 5 months in, and absolutely nothing has been done. The only thing they've put forth is a bill so horrible, so terrible, AI calls it un-American. AI, who looked at the bill and went, this is awful. This isn't American at all. That's AI telling you that it's a horrific bill. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I want to hear what you got to say in the comments. Don't go anywhere. More Dray Way to come. I want to make sure you understand just how dramatic and how horrific Trump's oil policy was the last time. I mean, that's what put us into an inflationary time. That's what made things so difficult. Restricting the amount of oil produced. Donald Trump really made things extremely difficult on Biden because Donald Trump put forth ideas to make things horrible after he left. Yeah, if you don't believe me, look it up. If you don't believe me, ask Mr. Global on TikTok, and he'll tell you that Donald Trump has been horrifically bad for oil and gas prices. Yeah, He has a way of ruining things. Like even right now, drill baby drill. What are we talking about? You know, Republicans, stop saying that, because over the last few months we have fewer oil rigs producing oil. Fewer. Yeah. And it's steadily going down. And it's going down because, once again, we have a president that has no vision, no idea what he's doing, and oil prices could crash over the next few weeks. It could happen. And if I was Saudi Arabia right now, if I were them, I would be pumping oil like a crazy man. Yeah. I would put oil down to $30, $40 a barrel just to absolutely destroy U.S. production, because that's what it would do. Because if you think America is going to pump out oil at $40 a barrel, I'm here to tell you that ain't happening. That's not a thing. So what's going to happen over the next few years with Trump in oil? It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster because he has no idea. Saudi Arabia and OPEC, they're experts. They know exactly how to play this. And they know that they have somebody in charge in America that has no clue what he's doing and won't listen to good advice because he thinks he knows everything when he knows nothing. Because that's the surest, that's proof that you know nothing. When you think you know everything, that's evidence that you know nothing. Because people that know a lot will constantly tell you, I don't know everything. That's the first thing out of their mouth. But somebody that knows nothing, the first thing out of their mouth is, I know everything. And that's Donald Trump to a T. And when it comes to oil, we are at the mercy of this clown. And when I say clown, I'm being nice, because he doesn't know anything about the oil markets. All I know is our production is starting to go down and will continue to go down. And will it go down? Can you imagine oil hitting $30 or $40 a barrel? And you think the United States is going to produce oil under that? So even when we get the wells back, it's going to take time. And yeah, we'll be at the mercy of very high gas prices. Yeah, you can see it coming. You can see it in it's a long game. It really is. And because we have a president that has no idea, truly no idea about oil, about the markets, how it works, and really a cohesive policy, if anything, right now, I would be sitting down with our 5 largest producers, and I would be diagramming a 5 to 10 year plan, even a 20-year plan, to say, what do we need to do? What do we need to do to be number one in production? What do we need to do to take the level that we're at and do even more? What could we be doing? Yeah, that's not happening. Let me know what you think. I can't wait to see it. But yeah, just know this. Watch what happens in the oil markets over the next few months. And just know it's because of Donald Trump. But let me know what you think. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 40,000 and it's taking forever. Let me know what you think. Don't go away. I'll be right back with a final thought. Yep, so many of you are asking me, and I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Stash. Get your stash account. You can start your stash account with just $10, and we can start investing together. That's right. You start your stash account with $10. Stash is going to give you 30 for using my link. So use my link and get started on Stash, because you want to start investing. America is going to be the leader in AI. AI revolution is going to absolutely change everything. What's going to happen in the marketplace, and the United States is going to help lead the way. There's going to be some billionaires made, some millionaires made, just because of the stock market. So get your piece of the pie. I'm telling you now, if you want to do well over the next 10, 20, 30 years, you got to be invested in the stock market. The stock market is where you want to be. I tell people all the time, just think if you invested in Costco 10 years ago, Kroger's 10 years ago, Apple 10 years ago, Google 10 years ago, just 10 years ago. I'm not talking 20, 30, 40, 50. You know, I've been investing in stocks since 1976. So yeah, I can tell you right now, the longer you're in the market, the better off you're going to be. And I want to see all of you in the market. I want to see all of you investing. And the stash account is a great way to do it. And like I said, you put in $10, they're going to give you 30. That's right. You put in 10, they're going to give you 30, and you can start trading with me tomorrow. Because the stocks that I'm buying right now, I'm buying NVIDIA, I'm buying DoorDash, I'm buying Netflix. I really like DoorDash and Netflix and NVIDIA. And I like Block too. I don't talk about Block enough, but I'll talk about that in upcoming shows. But that's it for the Dray Way. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, there's a new Dray Way each and every day. So stop by and say hello. And for those of you that are here day after day, I really appreciate it. I really, really do. You guys make the show run, and I appreciate you. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, what do I got to do, beg? Yeah, I'm not good at begging. But it would be nice if you joined me every day. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.